Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about the NBA for Wednesday, December 11th. We have 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4. And if you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. I'm one of just 5 cappers in here posting my top picks in all sports. You could see some huge days in here among the cappers. 17-2 day this weekend, 7-2 in the NBA, and a sweep in college football. The next day, 7-2 in the NBA. So check it out. We brought together a bunch of the top cappers for all sports in the Dynamo private Discord. That'll be linked down below. And we're also opening up the free sections of the Discord. So check that out down in the description and the pinned comment as well. You can get in here and talk about the NBA, see what other people are liking, so definitely join up in there. And lastly, we're partnered with Prop Projections this NBA NFL season. They put out their projection spreadsheets daily, plus they have NFL projections. It's $14 a month, but now they have a 7-day free trial, so you could try it out for 7 days completely for free. This is what one of their projection spreadsheets look like. It has the Prizepicks line and the projection and the projected win percentage. On this day in particular, they literally had hundreds of projections. So check out the Dynamo private Discord for more picks from a bunch of other cappers. You guys saw some of the crazy win streaks we've been going on there. Brought together the top cappers to post their picks all in one place, and also check out prop projections for their 7-day free trial. Now let's get into this one. First one, we got Hawks and the Knicks. Excited for this one. Trae Young historically has some huge games against the New York Knicks, so I like going to Trae Young here, 20.5. This one is a cup game. I expect it to be close, competitive, possibly even high scoring. Both teams going all out to win this one. Trae Young to play a ton of minutes, and for him to have a really good scoring game and smash this one. We haven't seen Trae Young score that much this year consistently, but we've seen some huge games for him. I think this is going to be a huge one for him. So we can look at Trae over here. It's a 50% hit rate for him. Early in the season, he was smashing this. Looks like first 10 or 11, 12 games here, he only missed this one twice. Since then, hasn't been as good besides that explosion game against the Lakers 2 games ago where he got 31. He's had some pretty low-scoring games, although there have been some blowouts, like they lost by 30 last game. But in a close one where you expect this one to be high-scoring and competitive with Trae Young playing a ton of minutes, I'm liking this line. You could see last year he absolutely was smashing this one. 69% hit rate for him, especially earlier in the year before he came back from that injury at the end. He wasn't scoring as effectively. But again, in this game, I expect him to play a ton of minutes. When he plays 32 or more minutes, it's a 79% hit rate. When he plays 34, it's an 84% hit rate. 35 or more jumps up to an 87% hit rate last year. This year as well, when he played 34 or more minutes, jumps up to a 58% hit rate. So I like this spot for Trae Young. It's one he hits a lot when he plays big minutes. Historically, over the past 3, 4, 5 years, he's had some massive games against the Knicks. So I'm liking this spot for him. I think too low of a line, going to go to him in this one. For the next one, I'm going to go to OG Anunoby over on his PRA here. Anunoby has been having a great year. He looks like probably the 3rd best player on the Knicks right now. He's been scoring the ball super effectively and been doing it all in big minutes. Obviously, you know Knicks are going to play huge minutes, and this one should be no different, especially in a single elimination tournament here. Liking to go to Anunoby. If we look at him on the over of 24.5, we're getting it at 24. It's coming into a great matchup. Atlanta gives up a ton of points, rebounds, and assists. Anunoby has hit this just under 50% of games, but in close ones, he'll play some huge minutes. In 11 games so far this year, he's played 37 or more minutes. I expect it to be one of those games, jumps up to a 6 of 11 hit rate for him. And we're getting a better line here than most of the books have it at 24.5. So at 24, liking this line for him. I think a good spot. And I like targeting this game. I think it's going to be closer than what Vegas has and a high-scoring one. So I like targeting some players in this game. The next one I'm going to go to is going to be Karl-Anthony Towns, who just has been a monster on the rebounds. And I'm on his rebounds here at 12.5, which they actually just took off the board as I'm recording this. I did post it in the Dynamo private Discord in my channel before this video comes out, along with all these other picks in case some of these lines do change. But I'm liking the line at 12.5 for Towns. Should be up back on the board by the time you're watching this, or can be found on another site like Parlay Play or Underdog, so you could check them out as well. But still a 12.5 here over on Outlier showing. Atlanta, a team that gives up a good amount of rebounds, 20th in the league, giving up over 44 boards. Towns has just been an animal on the rebound. So you can see his last 8 games, only one game he's gone under this rebound amount here. And his last 4, he's had 15 or more in each of them. So he's been absolutely crushing on the boards this year. And unless this one is a blowout, I expect him to be playing in the 30s of minutes. So you can even look at games where he's played just 28 or more minutes, jumps up to a 67% hit rate for him on the season. So I think a good spot for Towns here. Like targeting this Knicks-Hawks game, like I said. I think it'll be a high-scoring one where these teams are going to go all out here. So you should be able to get this line. And the next pick, we're going to go to a Warriors pick. The reason we didn't have a Rockets pick is because these are literally the only 2 lines up on Prizepicks, which is pretty weird and random. But next one we're going to go to is going to be Kuminga under on his points here at 17.5. So for Kuminga, I think this line is bumped up because he did score 20 points in the last game and play a ton of minutes. But Andrew Wiggins didn't play in that game, and I do think that Kuminga's bump in minutes was due to Wiggins not playing, so he could be bumped down to like below 30 minutes again in this one, and then he just hasn't been getting enough minutes here to be scoring 18 points per game. And coming up against Houston, which has been one of the top defenses in the entire NBA, I don't like this spot for Kuminga. I'm going to be taking the under. So for Kuminga, over 17.5 coming up against Houston. They allow the 3rd least points in the NBA, and on the season so far, he's only hit over this in 7 of 21 games. He has hit it in 4 of his last 6 games, though, so there is that recency bias that people see. But some of these games, Andrew Wiggins has been out, including the last one, where we saw this bump in minutes up to 36 minutes in this one. By far the most he's played this season. The second most was 3 games ago, where he played 32. Every other game besides that, he's played under 30 minutes. So with Wiggins back, I do expect him to play under 30 again. And we can come over here on Outlier and we can look at games this year without Andrew Wiggins. His scoring has been bumped up. So he scored 20 in the last one, 16 and 17. Got really close to this line in both those games and saw that season high in minutes and then 2 other high minute totals for him this season. So with all signs right now looking like we're not going to have Andrew Wiggins in this one, and on top of that, the tough matchup against Houston, which even if Wiggins is out, still think it might be somewhat of a high line here for Kuminga. I'm going to be taking the under on him for this one. And if you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. We brought together 5 of the top cappers, giving out player props in all sports, all posting in here in their channels. You can see the big hits. Some of these streaks we went on, like 17-2 with a 9-0 college football sweep, 7-2 in the NBA, and then yesterday going 7-2 with our NBA picks over here. So check that out. It'll be linked down below. Also opening up the free sections of the Discord where you can talk about the NBA, other sports as well. So look for that link. And Prop Projection, who has a 7-day free trial for a limited time, posting their daily spreadsheet, so you can get in there for 7 days for free. Check out the daily spreadsheets. They've been posting these with their projections for literally every prop up on Prizepicks. They have hundreds of them up per day on their projection spreadsheet, so check that out as well. Get in the Dynamo private Discord for more picks, and we'll see you guys in another one.